Drep.
Tara, coach. Pero coach, that whole rest defense thing, I'm learning about it. I'm learning, and it's perfect for ano eh. Seven pa rin. Okay, copy.
Yeah, kasi they can take out the third.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Alicia Palma. Right, Nair? Nair, is that right? Nair. Oh my gosh. All right, Nair. Nair.
May Mediterranean.
Nair.
Nair.
Navea. Navea. Smith is easy. I'm gonna do
Nair.
the FIFA Women's World Cup game, and all of these Swiss players are killing me. Like his pronunciation. Nair. Yeah, but more French. Ah, French.
I had a what's her name? Sophia.
Good evening. We bring you the latest in the world of sports. I'm Paulo Del Rosario.
And we give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite sports icons and athletes. I'm Boom Gonzalez. Tonight, we have a special episode of The Game as we welcome the girls that made history.
Well, the Gilas Pilipinas women's under-16 made one of the best Division B runs in Fiba Asian Championship history. Now, the team swept all their opponents in the eliminations and kept that unblemished record all the way to the finals. And with that, the Philippines has been promoted to Division A in the Under-16 tournament, now joining the likes of China and Japan. Now with us are the girls who made it all possible: Alicia Palma, Ryan Nair, Navea Smith, and the mastermind, Coach Pat Aquino. Coach, girls, welcome to the game. Really appreciate you all being here.
And congratulations.
Congratulations.
Foremost.
Crazy.
I know we're all freezing in the studio, but congratulations.
The
to
jackets
everyone.
look a lot warmer than what we're wearing. Coach Pat, first of all, could you describe this group of girls? A lot of them are really young. I know it's an under-16 competition, but the girl beside you is 14. I mean, you take a look at the age ranges. Just how did it all come together?
Well, I've been going to the States, recruiting every now and then. And with the help of Film Nation, we had selected this group of players, just to represent under 16. And when you say under 16, it's the new program, not really a new program, but it's the start of a program for FIBA. And after this, you go to U18, and then you go to U19 and the senior division. So we started with this group. They've been practicing 3 weeks in the States,
Right.
and then another 3 weeks here in Manila. That before going to Jordan. So we never thought, it's just, we play the game, show how we play the game, and we're just so happy that, they competed, and this is what we call yung tinatawag na Gilas and Puso.
Yeah.
They all showed it up,
Right.
and so happy about it.
And we'll talk about that tournament and how you guys went about your business a little later on. We want to talk about some of the foundations first in the formation of the team. You talked about it, Coach Pat, before we get to the girls. What were you looking for, you and Coach I and everybody else? What were you looking for when you were selecting the girls? Of course, Ryan was part of the team already last year, and Ava, if I'm not mistaken. The rest are all brand new.
Yeah, well, for the program to restart again, we need more shooters. I think that's one thing that we compromise with the other coaches, that all the players can shoot, all the players can dribble, definitely, but exceptional shooting powers.
Yeah.
And I think we did that, and we're making this another program. They have to play defense. Most of the shooter, if you wouldn't comment on it, but they won't play defense. Just they shoot that ball. But these girls, they definitely have those characteristics and a talent about playing the game. So these are the girls that made its history.
Absolutely. Alicia, you're coming in as a 14-year-old in an under-16 competition. Could you describe to us what that first practice was like, being amongst these girls and knowing that you're going to represent the Philippines?
Well, it was first off, I was injured first practice, the first week of training, and it was kind of it felt nice being in the environment, surrounded by knowing that I'm playing with I'm representing the Philippines with a bunch of younger girls who are similar in my age, and I was kind of scared, but I knew that I'm there for a reason, and if I'm there, I had to show off and make my point.
Ryan, to do it again, must be a great feeling, the chance for redemption after last year. Can you tell us about the emotions of getting the call up again and being only one of two members to be part of the team again?
I definitely was really lucky to have this opportunity again, because most girls, the next tournament isn't until 2025, so most girls won't have the chance to be in it again. So it was just a great sense of fulfillment and satisfaction that I got to complete the job that I started last year.
Well, Navea, you take a look at this group and the results speak for themselves. It was just blowout after blowout. The Philippines did what we all came out to enjoy. You take a look at the squad. At what point did you realize that this group could do something special?
Well, back at the States, when we were training, I knew that we were really good. And then once we got to Manila, we started to get it together. And when we started playing tune-up games, I knew that we were clicking. And so we were able to keep up really well with colleges. So once we got out there, I knew we could do it.
Alicia, what were your own personal expectations as being part of the team, and then eventually when things are already starting to ramp up in terms of your preparations. Where do you when you thought about it, where do you think, ranking and going into that group stage?
Going to the tournament, I knew that like we were like probably one of the best teams. Though we were undersized, we still had like really good skills because we were really versatile. We all could shoot, play defense, finish, and like that was like one of like the key factors of like us winning because we all like contributed in like our different ways, which really helped in the finals.
Ryan, as mentioned, you were one of two who actually have the experience to represent the Philippines in this particular tournament. How did you take that in your role, trying to make sure that everyone felt that they belonged and understood what it meant to represent the Philippines?
Yeah, so I just used last year as a learning experience and used it to help lead this team, bring us together, keep us together, even if we were, having a rough practice, or try to pick everyone's energy up and make sure everyone knew that they're important to this team and that they're here for a reason.
Coach, we have time for one last question just before we get to our next segment. I want to know, we always talk about this with other guests. When you find out the pool and the competition, you draw Hong Kong, among others. Jordan, of course, was in there. What were your expectations already, kayo nila Coach I, when you saw the competition of the three teams in the group?
Well, when you go to a competition like this, it's always going to be hard, especially
regardless
anything,
right.
When even though it's Hong Kong or whatever, because they're bringing the best all the time. So we try to prepare what's with the team, what's the concept of the team, what is composed of the team, and try to make them bring out the competitiveness of everybody. So when you get there, try to do your best all the time and represent your country well.
Coach, we're gonna make this studio a bit more crowded in just a few moments because we have the rest of the team coming on.
They're here?
Next. They're here.
Are they?
Like,
Really?
I'm looking across their shoulders right now, and they're right back there.
Awesome.
I'm excited to have them over.
Right, for the next segment, definitely. Now, after the break, we will continue our conversation with the Golden Gilas girls. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game. We might not have the opportunity to, but we're happy to have everyone here.
All right, girls. So the ones at the back are gonna have handheld mic they're gonna pass around. So in case we can't, I'm not gonna lie, we were not able to identify each and every one. So please introduce yourselves right before you answer. All right. This is Ariel. Yes. Yeah. So.
You're the one from Belgium, right? Yeah.
You
Can
speak more French than English.
Okay. Hello?
We don't speak French, sorry.
Who's in crutches?
Bella. All right.
Oh, why? What happened? During the tournament?
Hyperextend, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the nung Maldives.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No. Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. Really? Yeah. Did you have the mic?
Welcome back to the game. We are still joined by Gilas Pilipinas Women's Under 16. We met already Alicia Palma, Ryan Nair, Nevaeh Smith, and Coach Pat Aquino. Now we have the rest of the girls here with us.
The most jam-packed our studio's ever been.
Congratulations, welcome. You know what? Before we talk to the others, Nevaeh, I just wanted to, because right when we were in the commercial break, we were informed about a couple of injuries. You had your nose fractured, is that correct, in the first game? But you did not want to sit out the tournament. Tell us about that and the decision to push through.
I'd say like once I found out like I fractured my nose, I knew I could probably play through like my injury, but
Without protection?
yeah, sadly. But I'd say like I wasn't gonna let like an injury really stop me unless it was like something like I really couldn't like play.
Right.
But other than that, I'd like rather choose to play than anything.
It's a once in a lifetime
Yeah.
opportunity. Bella, of course, also hyperextended your knee. Well, congratulations still. Go ahead, Pao.
Yeah, just looking at this group, first of all, again, congratulations. Coach Pat was telling us all that this, on average, the shortest team in the competition, and yet the hottest one on the floor. So I want to look for the shortest member of the team. It's just Demi right here at the back. So we have a mic passing around. So Demi, I just want to ask you first, what did Coach Pat, the rest of the coaching staff, say about the height difference? And of course, how did you approach each and every game?
I mean, like each game, like it would be like tough, right? But sometimes I would get like discouraged. But I'd say Coach I was like really supportive, and she would always like reassure me and stuff. Like before games, she would tell me like I'm the smallest on the court, but I have to trust myself and I have to know my strengths, which is my speed and my dribble. And she just like really just tell me to play my heart over height.
Can I add on
Please,
that?
Coach.
He got the most rebounds on our first game. He got like 12 rebounds.
12 rebounds.
Yeah,
There
on the
was
first
also
game.
somebody who had 12 steals. I think it was Sophia.
Sophia.
Right?
Yeah, Sophia.
You know, that's an interesting part. Sophia, maybe you can chime in on this, because as astounding as the numbers are offensively, Coach Pat, and you guys broke so many records in this tournament, the defense was the one that I think was most impressive and disruptive. You had 12 steals. I think you were averaging 27 in the tournament, if I'm not mistaken.
Something like
Can
that.
you, di ba? Come on, stop being humble, Coach Pat.
It's the numbers.
Sophia, can you talk about how great a defensive team the girls were in the tournament?
I think in defense we are like a good team because we can work together. Like we can like switch, we can talk. It change much when we talk each other, and so yeah, I think that we have a good teamwork in defense.
Right. Of course, for those who don't know, Sophia is more fluent in
French.
She is from Belgium, so you speak a little Tagalog. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Enough to say no.
Okay.
Yeah, but Coach Pat, we were talking a bit as well about how this team played defense, because that really stuck out, and communication was key. Who amongst the girls here, especially from the back, really pushed that whole communication, the most vocal one out there, and pushed each other around?
Who?
Kimmy.
Kimmy was the Kimmy Saison was the
Saison,
one,
yeah.
but she left today.
Yeah.
But he was the one, the loudest, small but the loudest, I think.
Yeah.
And of course the two veterans. It was Ryan and Ava. And
Yeah.
it was really pushing them. I always talk to them and say that you better talk to your teammates, and if you don't want to experience that sorrowful loss that we had, you gotta make them play so well every time.
Bella, can you tell us about the injury and how you felt after, and even throughout the campaign?
I struggled a little bit, but I just wanted to keep playing.
And then how are you feeling now? And then how long are you going to take to recover?
I'm in a lot of pain, and I'm going to be out for
I can't
that.
believe we're letting her stand up. You got to sit down here.
I'm out for 3 weeks.
Out
for 3 weeks.
Okay, I feel bad. I'm going to give her a chair. I just, I do
That's
not,
perfect.
I do not
Actually,
like...
you know what? We'll give more of them a chair. So here,
Sorry.
someone could take it.
I feel horrible.
We could stand the rest of the way. Okay. Oh my goodness, that was an oversight. All right, Ryan. I want to ask you. Look at the girls behind you. The girls are around you. Who really stuck out to you in terms of their development as the camp went around? Because obviously some people open up, and I want you to put someone on the spot here of who really started to grow the most in your eyes.
Probably Aubrey or Ariel. Ariel really did her job in the paint, getting those rebounds, playing really good defense. And Aubrey started to like actually play, not be shy, and started to hit her threes. And she just really, both of them really just like grew throughout the tournament.
You're shy?
All right, so
Bigyan natin ng mic. All right, so what gave you the confidence?
Tagalog, pwede.
Mga supporters namin
Oo, ang ingay, ano?
Diba?
and the coaches. Yeah, especially to my coach, Coach Kams and Coach Paul.
They're all like giggling
all love
from from you answering the question. All right. Yeah, the fan support was incredible. Ariel, can we ask you, after that first game? All right, it was a blowout. It was a great, but it was a great feeling, obviously. But how did you feel after that first game in terms of your assessment and then going forward? Did you expect you guys to dominate the way that you did?
Well, I didn't expect us to dominate, but I knew that we would put up a good fight and compete to the best we can, and the outcome shows that we prepared well for this tournament. So I was really happy with the first game, like our results and everything, and yeah.
Sorry,
Scarlett.
beside you is Scarlett, right?
Scarlett,
When you think about the numbers that you guys put up, if I'm not mistaken, 98 points on the average. You're averaging 61 rebounds in the tournament. A lot of people might say, "Oh, this was an easy tournament for you guys." What do you say to people who say that?
I think no, because we had to train 3 weeks in Manila, and a lot of our points and all our stats came from defense. And I think we just had to work on the defensive side more to create our offense.
It's mind-blowing to me, Coach Pat, that the 27 steals, and I think you only averaged 14 turnovers as a team for a team that practiced, 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Coach, how did this come together? And of course, Coach I has to get a lot of credit too.
Yeah, definitely,
And the
Coach
coaching
I
staff,
did
right?
everything. When we were in Australia, so Coach I was left alone with the team. But I think all the things that we talked about and preparing the team was there, and I think the development of each kid, just grew up in that 3 weeks, and we didn't imagine having those development right away. And when it came to the game, wow, everybody was really, sabi ko nga, Gilas and Puso was part of everything.
A run for the ages.
Yes.
That's what Fiba is saying, right?
Yeah,
This is
absolutely.
incredible.
And I just want to give Coach I the flowers, because this is also part. You're not just developing these young girls. You're also trying to help develop the coaching tree as well for the Gilas Pilipinas women. So, can you give us a bit of an insight on that as well?
Yeah, as for the program itself, we try to have my assistant coaches have experience in coaching internationally, not just here in Manila, but having to coach them internationally gets them more knowledge, how to prepare the game, how do they go about the game. And so when we have games ready for the senior, they're all about talking to me. What's more important is to develop and reach that goal we wanted to do.
Alicia and Ryan, can you just chime in on this last question? There was success for the women's also, obviously, in their maintaining in the division that they're in. Did that play a part in how inspired you guys were here, Ryan, Alicia, please. Of course, Coach Pat was at the helm of that one. And sorry, we actually don't have flowers for you. But yes, Ryan and Alicia, please.
It definitely did inspire us. I know we all watched the games. We took the time. We watched the games together at dinner. And it just showed, even if they were really undersized and really small, they still had the fight and they competed every game. And they stayed in Division A, which really impressive.
Yeah.
Quick word, Alicia.
Also, like looking at like Jack, like I was also inspired to like play like her.
Right,
like even though she like was like she's tall, but she was still undersized. Like she was still like doing her job and like getting those points up on the board.
That's awesome.
Well, you know, they are inspirations, and you girls are inspiring now the next generation as well. I hope you all realize that. Again, congratulations on your achievement. Division A next time around, and we can't wait to have you all back here at the same time again, hopefully, for the next shows, and we'll stay standing for that.
Why not? Why not? Shame on us. Scarlett, stand up. Thank you and congratulations to everyone.
Thank you.
So, after the break, we'll check out the latest from the Gilas boys at the Fiba Under-16 SEABA Qualifiers. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game. This is you, right?
Welcome back to the game. The Gilas boys are now 2-0 at the SEABA Qualifiers in Indonesia after another dominant win against Thailand. The Philippines continue their hot streak with an 85-49 victory led by Kiefer Alas, who had an all-around game across the board. The Gilas boys will look to secure the sweep against host country Indonesia later tonight at 8 p.m. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Boom Gonzalez.
And I'm Paulo Del Rosario. This has been The Game.